Welcome to the Bible Quiz. In this video, let's explore the profound significance of Jesus' crucifixion, as well as what's so good about Friday. So what's so good about Good Friday? Well, Good Friday was actually a bad day because humanity literally killed God on the cross. Religious authorities orchestrated the death of an innocent man using deceit and betrayal. The crowds, manipulated and paid, shouted, "Crucify him," as he endured insults and torture on his way to execution. However, it was good because Jesus' death offered life for all who believed. Therefore, this video aims to deepen your understanding of faith, love, and the enduring impact of Jesus' sacrifice. Now engage in this exploration with our interactive quiz, featuring 15 thought-provoking multiple-choice questions. Let's make the learning process enriching and enjoyable by taking this quiz and finding the good in the bad. Let's get started. Question 1. When religious leaders brought Jesus to Pilate, which of these was not an accusation they leveled against Jesus? A. He subverts our nation. B. He opposes the paying of taxes. C. He claims to be a Messiah, a king. D. He disobeys the Sabbath rules. You get 10 seconds. That's D. He disobeys the Sabbath rules. Luke chapter 23, verses 1 to 5. Rome would not care about any religious rules, but they did care about civil unrest, the paying of taxes, and anyone who would claim to be a king instead of Caesar. The accusation he disobeys the Sabbath rules was not leveled against Jesus during his trial before Pilate. Question 2. The governor of the region, Pontius Pilate, had the crowd choose to release between Jesus and what other infamous prisoner? A. Barabbas. B. Bartimaeus. C. Zechariah. D. Barak. You get 10 seconds. That's A. Barabbas. Matthew chapter 27, verses 15 to 21. So when the crowd had gathered, Pilate asked them, "Which one do you want me to release to you? Jesus Barabbas or Jesus who is called the Messiah?" To respond Pontius Pilate's offer, the crowd chose to release Barabbas and crucify Jesus. This decision paved the way for Jesus' crucifixion, illustrating the crowd's rejection of the innocent Christ in favor of a notorious criminal. Question 3. Who had a dream about Jesus and warned Pilate against doing anything with that innocent man? A. Peter's wife. B. King Herod's daughter. C. Pilate's wife. D. A Roman centurion. You get 10 seconds. That's C. Pilate's wife. Matthew chapter 27, verse 19. While Pilate was sitting on the judge's seat, his wife sent him this message: "Don't have anything to do with that innocent man, for I have suffered a great deal today in a dream because of him." This divine warning underscores the innocence of Jesus and adds a layer of complexity to Pilate's decision in the trial of Christ. Question 4. In order to visually show that Pilate shook off any responsibility for Jesus' crucifixion, what did he do in front of the crowd? A. Tore his tunic. B. Washed his hands. C. Drop the mic. D. Wipe the dust off his shoe. You get 10 seconds. That's B. Washed his hands. Matthew chapter 27, verse 24. When Pilate saw that he was getting nowhere, but that instead an uproar was starting, he took water and washed his hands in front of the crowd. "I am innocent of this man's blood," he said. "It is your responsibility." This act, though outwardly relieving Pilate, highlights the moral dilemma he faced in succumbing to political pressure and handing Jesus over for crucifixion against his own judgment. Question 5. Which holiday was about to start that Friday night, which created an urgency to get Jesus arrested, tried, and crucified? A. Passover. B. Christmas. C. Lent. D. Yom Kippur. You get 10 seconds. That's A. Passover. John chapter 19, verse 14. It was the day of preparation of the Passover. It was about noon. The urgency to crucify Jesus before the Passover feast motivated the swift trial and execution. The religious leaders feared unrest during this significant festival, leading to a rushed and unjust process that resulted in the crucifixion of Jesus on the day before Passover began. Dear friends, don't forget to hit subscribe to stay connected and never miss our next quizzes. Question 6. What did the guards do to Jesus before he carried his cross to his crucifixion? A. They mocked him. B. They spit on him. C. They beat him with a staff. D. All of the above. You get 10 seconds. That's D. All of the above. Mark chapter 15, verses 16 to 20. And they began to call out to him, "Hail, King of the Jews!" Again and again, they struck him on the head with a staff and spit on him. These brutal mistreatment fulfilled the prophetic image of the suffering Messiah and exemplified the depth of Christ's sacrifice for humanity. Question 7. What color robe did the guards put on Jesus while they mocked him about being a king? A. Red. B. Purple. C. White. D. Multicolored. You get 10 seconds. That's B. Purple. Mark chapter 15, verse 20. And when they had mocked him, they took off the purple robe and put his own clothes on him. The soldiers mockingly dressed Jesus in a purple robe, a color associated with royalty. This cruel act masked the profound irony that the true King of Kings was being ridiculed and condemned by those who failed to recognize his divine authority. Question 8. Who assisted Jesus to carry the cross on the way to his crucifixion? A. Barabbas. B. Bartimaeus. C. Simon of Cyrene. D. Zechariah. You get 10 seconds. That's C, Simon of Cyrene. Mark chapter 15, verse 21. A certain man from Cyrene, Simon, the father of Alexander and Rufus, was passing by on his way in from the country, and they forced him to carry the cross. This event exemplifies the shared burdens of humanity and foreshadows the broader significance of Christ's sacrifice for all people, even involving those initially on the periphery of the crucifixion narrative. Question 9. Jesus was crucified in a place called Golgotha. What does the Bible say that name means? A. Crossroads. B. Dead end. C. Place of the skull. D. No bones about it. You get 10 seconds. That's C. Place of the skull. Mark chapter 15, verses 16 to 22. They brought Jesus to the place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. The name reflects the site's likely appearance or historical significance, emphasizing the solemnity and gravity of the crucifixion event. Question 10. When Jesus was on the cross, what kind of drink did they offer him soaked in a sponge and then lifted to his lips? A. Water. B. Wine vinegar. C. Gatorade. D. A nice Chardonnay. You get 10 seconds. That's B. Wine vinegar. John chapter 19, verse 29. A jar of wine vinegar was there, so they soaked a sponge in it, put the sponge on a stalk of the hyssop plant, and lifted it to Jesus' lips. The soldier's act fulfills the prophecy found in Psalm, emphasizing the alignment of Jesus' suffering with the foretold events. Question 11. When one of the criminals on the cross asked Jesus to remember him when he entered his kingdom, what did Jesus say in reply? A. We'll see. B. You have to be baptized first. C. Hopefully you've done enough good deeds. D. Today you will be in paradise. You get 10 seconds. That's D. Today you will be in paradise. Luke chapter 23, verses 40 to 43. Then he said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom. Jesus answered him, Truly, I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise. Jesus' response reflects his promise of salvation and forgiveness, emphasizing the immediate reward of paradise for the criminal's faith. Question 12. At approximately what time does the Bible say that Jesus died on the cross? A. 3 p.m. B. 9 a.m. C. Noon. D. It never says. You get 10 seconds. That's A. 3 p.m. Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 to 50. From noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. About 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani? And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. This time is significant because Passover starts at sundown, which would have been in 3 hours. His people needed to bury him and get home for the Passover supper. Question 13. In the immediate aftermath of Jesus' death, what does Matthew chapter 27 say happened? A. The sky got dark. B. An earthquake struck. C. Some dead came out of their graves. D. All of the above. You get 10 seconds. That's D, all of the above. Matthew chapter 27 verses 45 to 53. From noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. The earth shook, the rocks split 52, and the tombs broke open. The bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. These supernatural occurrences symbolize the cosmic significance of Christ's sacrifice, signaling the fulfillment of prophecies and the victory over sin and death through his atoning work on the cross. Question 14. What did a Roman centurion guard say after he witnessed Jesus die on the cross? A. Serves him right. B. I'm glad that's over. C. Surely he was the Son of God. D. Another day, another copper coin. You get 10 seconds. That's C. Surely this was the Son of God. Matthew chapter 27 verse 54. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, "Surely he was the Son of God." The Roman centurion's acknowledgement after witnessing Jesus' death reflects a profound recognition of Christ's divinity. Question 15. When it came time for the burial of Jesus' body, in what did they wrap it as recorded in John chapter 19? A. Aluminum foil. B. 75 pounds of spices. C. Fig leaves. D. His own clothes. You get 10 seconds. That's B, 75 pounds of spices. John chapter 19, verses 39 to 40. Nicodemus brought a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 75 pounds. Taking Jesus' body, the two of them wrapped it, with the spices, in strips of linen. This was in accordance with Jewish burial customs. This act of preparation and care for Jesus' body reflects the reverence and significance accorded to him even in his death. Oh, what a profound exploration of Good Friday and the cross. We've journeyed through 15 insightful questions together, unraveling the depths of faith and reflecting on the significance of this sacred day. Now it's your turn to share your reflections. Drop a comment below, letting us know how many questions you answered correctly and the impactful insights you've gained from our exploration of Good Friday and the cross. Your thoughts contribute to our shared understanding and inspire others on their spiritual journey. If this video resonated with you, consider sharing it with your loved ones. Thank you for being a part of this enlightening adventure. Let's keep the conversation alive, sharing our reflections and learning together. Until our next exploration, stay curious, stay connected, and may the blessings of Good Friday be with you always.